is being streamed.
Trying to find my place in this world.
Oh, wait, I gotta turn it.
Check it out. Outside my window, the goons with the mob ties.
The audio is real weird.
Tend to offend dudes, they pop nines and render. Body with hot iron, stop lines and mentally. Apply to the cops now, they switch like Nintendo.
Is that better?
The passwords now shit.
A little bit. Still kind of weird though. I don't hear any music. It's just acapella.
The cup runneth over and now it's a thimble. Could have done it bolder, but now in your window. My thoughts are going insane.
Well, there's the key acapella. Open this up.
The flow was flame. Yeah, got the laser.
What's good? What's good, everybody? How you doing? How you doing?
Yo.
3 beats later. Let's get some better powers there. Hang on.
Power. Yeah.
What's good, everybody? This is
Hello,
3 beats later.
Vietnam.
3 beats later. What's up? This is your favorite beat making podcast. We get together every single Monday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, and we challenge ourselves to create a new original piece of music. Sometimes we sample artists, sometimes we don't, and we show how we made the tracks, and we do it every single week. This is episode 128, which is crazy. We're coming up on our 3rd year anniversary, which is also crazy. And today we really just got three folks in the crew hanging out. How's everybody doing?
Three beats later.
Yeah. We got 1 beat
In the building. We in here.
How's everybody doing?
I had a pretty good week, man. Been out here working really hard, trying to build some stuff up, but yeah. Had a good week. How about y'all?
It's all good.
It's good to see you fellas again, man. I've been MIA for a while, you know.
Yo, we got big Q.Rock in the building. Pow. It's always a special night when we got Q.Rock in the building.
Thank you.
West Coast to East Coast.
Good to be seen. Broadcasting live from Tennessee, y'all. That's right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You know,
Tennessee.
You're in Tennessee today. How's the weather down there?
Man, I don't even want to talk about it. About to give me.
Yeah.
Came down here and I trying not to, but you know, they're trying to give me a fresh case of Kentucky COVID.
Oh no.
Kentucky fried COVID.
I'm on the border of Kentucky and Tennessee. I think I stepped across the border and they tried to give me. I got the little sniffles, man. This weather's all over the place. Like it was 60 degrees, and then it was 20 some odd degrees one day, and you know, typical Tennessee stuff, bro.
When did you get into Tennessee?
Last Monday morning. You know, it's just home, so I'm like, let me go home, see my folks. Try to see everybody, and you know, the side hustles, the adventures of the side hustles continue, man. I'm working more than I'm seeing family now. I don't even know.
You down there side hustling?
I am working. I'm making money. You know,
wow.
Shout out to all the side hustlers out there. We steady recruiting.
You got Funko. You sell Funko Pops on the.
Nah, this one's that I'm on the real side hustle. I'm doing the audits. I'm walking up in the stores like, hey. Where's it at?
Tennessee?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man. That was one of the little things I was able to finagle. Shouts out to everybody in Teleshop. They're making it happen. It's like, oh, you got family in Tennessee? Half our crew is from Tennessee. Like, you ever want to come home and work? We got you.
Oh, wow.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Keyword is work, though. It's like, you know, it's all good until you're like, wow, I'm on vacation and I'm working the whole time, huh? Nope, Ted. But it's great. It's a great trade-off. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm taking a few days off, and I actually gotta work this weekend, and then come back home.
That's what's up.
What is when you're in Tennessee, man? What's the go-to food situation you got to hit up while you're home?
Oh man, please. I knew somebody was gonna ask me that and make me humiliate myself, you know, because I have not been taking advantage, really. Of course, in Nashville, it's mandatory to do the Prince's hot chicken. I did do that, but I did that new Nashville spot at that massive mall thing. Like, it's not the one for all you Nashville heads that know about Prince's Hot Chicken. I still say don't go to the one in downtown by Music Row. Go find the real one, in the hood. Go find that one, because you're just gonna get a sandwich at the other one. I wanted a full plate. I didn't get my plate. I'm upset.
So what's a Prince's hot chicken plate consist of?
That's like one of the original Nashville hot chicken recipes that have been gentrified all over America at this point. It's it's where Kentucky Fried Chicken and everybody's stealing their concepts from, basically. But it's either Hattie B's or Prince when you're in Nashville on the hot chicken tip. Like,
what do they serve? What do they serve that with?
I mean, fries, you can get, as far as sides go, depending on where you at, one might have some collards for you. Yeah, there it is. There it is. You got me. Some people I'm noticing lately, I didn't realize y'all hate on pickles, man. How you gonna hate on the pickle on the hot chicken?
Oh,
man? That's part of it.
I don't hate on pickles. I don't hate on pickles.
Well, you a smart man. That's why.
Pickle power.
You know what's going on.
Pickle.
But yeah, I got my Prince's Hot Chicken at the hot level, and I didn't regret it because I just had to get dosed back into my Tennessee-ness. I'm getting soft. I'm like, that hot is nothing to these real Tennesseans. But when I know I eat a hot chicken and it's making me sweat, that means I'm getting weak. I need to step my game up. We need to be at XXX level.
Yeah,
but, man.
I'm kind of soft on the hot chicken, man. I can't. Oof. And I've come to terms with that. So if I roll up there, I'm gonna be like, can I get that light mild?
Right. Yeah.
Would they laugh at me if I ordered a light mild at Prince's?
I don't think so. I don't think so. The people sitting down next to you might laugh at you, but the people serving you, they ain't gonna say nothing. Get you some Get It Girl greens,
Get It Girl greens.
Is the mac and cheese official? Because I can't stand a spot that has,
it's all good. So, man, you home when you come over here, right? You ain't gotta worry about it. You ask that kind of question. That's offensive.
So this is the spot, Q, or you're saying there's a different spot that we should check out if we
scroll down a little bit. That is the spot. That's one of the spots. I don't want to start no war. You should throw up Hattie B's, and since you showing Prince's love unsolicited, shout out to Prince's. I am going to send this to y'all. So you see this face come through the store. This is the pre-promo I was talking about that we gave you. Hook it up. I just need a 2-piece and a biscuit to go. Thank you. Love y'all. Go to the one in I think it's Nolensville Pike, whatever the one that's in is Broadway, the one that's downtown. Yes, that Assembly Food Hall. It's good, but you're not going to get the plate at that one. You need to go to the southern location in Nolensville Pike in Nashville to get the full experience. Yes.
Okay.
And they are closed on Sunday, like all proper soul foods in Nashville.
Wow. What's up?
All right. Nice. All right. P, what's good in your neck of the woods?
Yo, man. We out here. Earth Tone Kingdom. We just dropped the con schedule. So I got 3 cons booked for the spring. Woo. So I will be doing the Black Comic Con at Stromberg in Harlem. That's April 14th and 15th. Then I will be doing the East Coast Black Age of Comic Conventions in Philadelphia. That is May 20th. That's at Temple University in Philadelphia. And then I will be doing Brooklyn Comic Con, which is in Brooklyn. And that is June. Yipes. My dates. Give me 1 second. But that's in June. If you want to go to Brooklyn Comic Con if you buy a ticket and use the word Earth Tone, all in lowercase, you can get $5 off. So I got a little discount for all of my people. But yeah, okay, and that's June 10th through June 11th. So that's 1 con per month.
Yeah.
So we're doing Black Comic Book Festival again in April, ECBAC in Philly in May, and Brooklyn Comic Con in June. So come pull up, experience the culture. We are live in effect, and it's gonna be dope because I have a lot of fun at conventions, but I've never tabled at one before. So I'm building my crew. I got the little t-shirts for the crew. Oh, we're also gonna be bringing out some clothes. So I'm doing a lot of merch right now, actually going crazy with the merch. I got this let me see if you can see me in the camera. Oh wait, you got the what you call it on. No, it's all good. Thank you. You was doing what you should be doing. Yeah, no problem. It's got this little holographic Kimmy Cosmic sticker here.
Nice.
This is a dragon face holographic sticker. Trying to get my there we go.
There it is.
Wait, it keeps catching the light and then losing it immediately afterward. Sorry, you can't see that. I also have some really cool mock-ups of some clothes that I designed. So I can't wait to see them because it's a little bit deeper than just putting an image on a t-shirt. We kind of did some cool like actual designs. So I'm interested to see how they come out. And if they come out okay, you will see the clothing as well as my graphic novels on sale at the cons. So the books people have been giving me a lot of reviews for the books, and it's been really fun, man. I've had a couple people call me on the phone and to give me some testimonies, and it really moved me to know that some people like really dug some of the stuff that I put out there. So I appreciate all the love that I've been getting. Shout out all my team, all my people. Shout out my wife, and yeah, go to earthtoneking.com, subscribe to the email list, get 20% off everything.
Yeah, I've been I have yet to actually crack anything open, man. I've been waiting for some time to like really sit down and get into it. So I have everything sitting right behind me though. So once I get this paternity leave hooked up, it's about to be
it's about to be on. Take your time. I think that books, music, like I'm doing some stuff now where I'm only consuming art on my own schedule. So like I'm just waiting. I might binge watch something. I'll take like I'm just now watching The Last of Us.
Wow, that's funny. I just watched the first episode the other night.
Oh, there you go.
Crazy you say that. Same schedule.
Yeah. Like I'm not rushing to watch stuff anymore. So
I haven't been dive in either.
Yeah. Word. So yeah, no, but Cheeky, I really am excited to see you read some of the stuff because I feel like you have a very interesting perspective on storytelling and stuff. So I can't wait to get your response to the works.
The cheeky nitpicking. I can't wait to text you that. It's great stuff, great. Drawings are amazing. I get page 13. It doesn't connect with page 42. That's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, man. I wish I used to get up to New York a lot more than I am now. So we'll see how this year goes because this is supposed to be like when things kind of get back on track and I'll be doing more work travel, but that is not on the books. If I were to get up to New York, I would like to time it with the Brooklyn joint so I could roll.
Well, you want to know what's wild is that I've been thinking about doing one more con before, in August, and I was thinking about doing the Baltimore Comic-Con. And I know that would kind of bring me in spitting distance of you.
It's 45 minutes away.
My wife's like, don't bother them. They're gonna have a newborn.
Oh yeah, we got
and then they're gonna be. You can't try to do that to your friend. That's not fair. He's gonna be dealing with kids and stuff. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
this is an open house over here. Everyone 3BL related. I got a whole. You could have like a suite in this house over here.
But then it's like
the only
go
thing you
ahead.
got to do though is the only thing is if you're trying to get to Baltimore, you would have to have some sort of transportation situation. Like where I am,
sure, of course.
is you got to drive there to Baltimore.
I mean, if I came to you, I would drive to you anyway. So
Yeah,
I would have a vehicle.
come on through. The worst that would happen is you would have to feed a baby, and then me and Brett would go run away and be like, sucker.
I've
been trying to
show up and there's just the
January was
babies in the
supposed
house. There's like
Right.
Britta already
Right.
with a note in the schedule. Schedule. Like we know you know how to change diapers. Yeah, I was trying to Anwar was going to try to come through, but
Yeah.
I don't think that worked out earlier. So yeah,
Yeah, I was
anybody
just-
coming through, come through.
I was just researching a lot of East Coast cons that I could actually drive to, and Baltimore one is highly regarded as it's like one of the Comic Cons that like the real comic book creators go to. It's like a big time creator con. So a lot of relationships were formed at Baltimore Comic Con. Famous like comic book artists and writers first met each other at Baltimore Comic Con. It has a history. So I was thinking about maybe tabling down there, and the website is really legit. Like I'm just like, dang, this is definitely a legitly run con. So I was thinking about doing it and knowing
Is that a
you
1 day event or is that?
I think it's like a 2 or
multiple
maybe
day?
even 3 day. It might be 3 day actually.
Well,
on
mi casa es su casa. So
yeah, well,
come
we'll
through,
see.
You got a spot to crash. And
Appreciate.
yeah, and the only thing you got to deal with is August. I mean, I can't say this in front of Q, but it's hot down here, man. It's like swampy down here. Because I'm sure Tennessee is just a little more south than where.
Dude, it's all hell from Tennessee to Cali. Like, there's some areas in the valley in Cali that just put everybody to shame and y'all don't even know it. Like they just go through it. September in Van Nuys, ask anybody, see if they ain't heard. Right?
Seriously, okay.
It's bad. So yeah, it's just hot.
It's nasty over here. It gets so swampy. It's like it's crazy. Anyways, you know what we should do? Let's listen to some music. Let's go through the challenge for this week. So just to update everybody, we had a challenge given to us by our guest from last week, who was Mini Producer. He joined us, and if you didn't catch last week's episode, it was pretty great. So come check it out. And at the end of the episode, he said, "Hey, listen, how about this? Go find an R&B artist, a male R&B artist from 1995, the year that he was born, and let's try to flip some samples." And that was the challenge. So we had to go flip an R&B sample from 1995. He said, hopefully a male artist. And then he also said he was kind of in like the TikTok vibe. And he said, try to make something that would be like TikTokable in terms of like making something that's like danceable, or could be used for like a TikTok dance. So we did that. It looks like we had only a couple beats. E has a couple beats. I made one beat, and I'm not sure how many other people made beats. And P, no beat P, no beat Q.
No bueno.
I don't even want to
Okay.
tell you. I don't even want to tell you what I got going on in my music situation right now. It's depressing.
So then it's one beat later today, and
Yeah.
Since E isn't here, we still got to do a dummy spin.
Yo, you should keep the dummy spin going. But wait, did E send you a beat?
No, he got caught
okay.
up.
Okay, all right.
We had like just total collapse before the show today, so that's why we don't have a lot of beats. But at least we got one beat, and we're gonna do a dummy spin just to see who's gonna go first today. And that's the dummy spin.
Okay.
And in E's honor, and here is the real joint.
You can't forget, shout out our sponsors.
And yes, Q, you're right.
Dang, I didn't
you
think you'd have
got?
to go,
25%
Cheek.
off.
Sorry you have to go first, Cheeky.
Yeah, man.
It is tough. But go to Murad and get 25% off your $100 purchase.
What is
There we go.
Murad?
Looks
What
like
is
we
that?
have- Looks like
Is that-
lotions and potions.
It's not Yaya, I tell you that much.
Yo, shout out, yo, Yaya's been doing. You've been doing all right, man. Shout out, my wife and hustling. And shout
Oh,
out,
yeah,
Yaya.
man.
Yeah.
We've been
Yeah.
we've been doing good.
Spread love and awareness. I think we got our order a couple months ago. Still, I got to give a shout out to Ghana Gold here.
Mm.
It smells so good. Okay. Anyways, let me go and share some music. Here we go. Oh, wait. You know what we should do real quick before I share the track? Let's look at these tracks from 1995. We talked a little bit about it on the last episode. So this is, I think it was taken from Billboard, Top 100 R&B songs in 1995. Mariah Carey, Fantasy, Montel Jordan. I listened to a playlist of like all these tracks this week, trying to find something. Method Man, Adina Howard, Freak Like Me, Waterfalls,
I got 5 on it.
Loonies. There's a lot of Prince tracks in here, which is interesting.
Yeah, 95 was a very interesting year, man. Look at that.
D'Angelo, man. That's crazy.
Brownstone.
Players Anthem. Let's go. Bone Thugs and Harmony. This was
wow.
like, that track was like life-changing for me. That album. I don't know why. I was a big Bone Thugs and Harmony fan back in the day. Yes. Who else?
They're starting to get down to some of the you know, the well-known, lesser well-knowns at AZ, Sugar Hill. That was a bop, that record. Yeah. They got Planet Soul, Set You Free. Shout out to Planet Soul. Set you free. Set you free. Y'all know nothing about that house music. Come into my Planet Soul. That was the jam, bruh. What?
All right, I'm gonna have to listen to that. Tina Turner, Goldeneye. Okay.
Well, go back to the top 10 again.
Top 10. Let's go to the top 10.
Dang.
Mariah Carey, Montel Jordan, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson.
Shaggy at number 10. Have you watched the video on how that song got to be a hit?
No.
Nah.
You have to watch that. It is amazing. It is amazing.
Really?
It's an amazing flashback into time, especially us. I don't even want to spoil it for y'all. It is such an amazing story. Like, I didn't think I'd be so into the story once I heard it. It's like,
well, who put it out? Was it like a VH1 behind the music type of thing, or was it like a
one
YouTube
of those?
thing?
Maybe it was Vice. I think it might be Vice that has it. And it was out, or I just saw it recently too. It's a great story.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, it's truly a great story.
I saw Shaggy live.
Oh wow!
3 years ago. And he killed it. Like, he put on such a good show, man. It was wild. Like, no one was really expecting anything crazy, and he just like came out there and just crushed it.
Well, them Jamaican artists, they don't play.
He had like tons of energy. I mean, it's crazy. Okay. Let me just make sure my audio is right. So I'm gonna play my track, and then I'm gonna break it down, and then again, it's kind of like a mixture of everything. I try to make it TikTokable, whatever that means. So I'm gonna play the track, mute your engines, and then I will break down the beat. Here we go.
Girl, you captivate my body, captivate my body. Girl, you captivate my body, captivate my body. Girl, you captivate my body, captivate my body. Girl, you captivate my body, put me under a spell. Girl, you captivate my body, captivate my body. Girl, you captivate my body, captivate my body. Girl, you captivate my body, captivate my body. Girl, you captivate my body, put me under a spell. Girl, you captivate my body, girl, you captivate my body, captivate my body, girl, you captivate my body, captivate my body, girl, you captivate my body, put me under a spell, girl, you.
All right.
Nice.
Funny that we just talked about Shaggy because
Yeah, that tripped me out right now. I was like,
so let me break this down. What's crazy is I started messing with what we were talking about. So E has been talking about that La 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 website where you could create stems. Well, I messed with this website called Fader, FADR.com. And basically you could do the same thing. You could upload a track. It will give you back an acapella, just the vocals, and it will give you back the instrumental. You could break down those stems into 2 or 4. And I think the 4 version gives you like drums and then the other and like other instruments. But I just wanted to rip the acapella. So I took the Mr. Boombastic acapella and I listened for a section that had a lot of rhythm in his voice. So he has like a lot of swing in his voice. And I found like that perfect section right there, right? Girl, you captivate my body, put me under spell. And just chopped it and then built a beat off of it. It's kind of like a slower tempo, but it has that like halftime vibe. So yeah, that's the main sample is just what you hear here.
Captivate my body, captivate my body, girl, you captivate my body, captivate my body, girl, you captivate my body, captivate my body, girl, you captivate my body, put me under a spell, girl, you captivate my.
Okay. Next thing, I went and found where he says Mr. Romantic, right? And I chopped that. And that is what you hear right here, him going roll, 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 roll. And I use that as like the upbeat accent in the rhythm, right? So that's him saying Mr. Romantic. And then the next section that I chopped up was in the beginning of the song, he goes Shaggy like that, right? And I use that as a hi-hat, right? So it's just him starting to say Shaggy, right? And the rest is just like a real simple beat with you know me, I'm just keeping it real simple with the beat. So I'll just play the beat itself. Instead of using a snare, I use some like high-pitched wood blocks, which sounds like this. Actually, I'll take out the little effect that I got, right? And there's a snap, right? The effect that I used on the snare is this joint right here, which gives it just a little bit of character on the snare. Listen. It's some sound effect I saw in Logic, and it just has that like whistle noise to it. So when you listen to it with all the snares together, it actually sounds kind of interesting. It sounds like a bird is in the background. Okay, and then the trick I've been using a bunch, which I used again here, is by taking a loop and trying to find something that I can just inject a little bit of rhythm and a little bit of movement, especially when you have a really sparse beat. And I pulled in an Apple Loops, and I used 2 tremolos. I used a tremolo at one rhythm and then a tremolo at another rhythm, and it's on like a stereo pan. So what it's doing is it's just like chopping up the rhythm and taking something that sounds originally like this. I'll take both tremolos off. Okay. Whoa, that was loud. Okay, so that's like really busy, right? And I didn't want all of that busyness. So instead, I want to just a little bit lighter, right? And that's panning left and right in both ears. So it gives you a little bit of drive and a little bit of like character to use all that together, right? Next is the 808. Real simple. Right, that's it. And I did a little bit of like a funny dun 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 dun, right? It's just kind of like it's jovial. But the interesting thing is the fill that I added, and I'll play it now. So if you hear the chops, it is Shaggy saying ba boom 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 ba 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 stick. Right here. Let's hear it again. And that's in the track too, right? Later in the track, he's like boom 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 ba stick. And I think that's really it. There's a little bit of ear candy, which you hear right here, just like a crazy arcade sound. And the rest is just straight up banger. I got a little at the end.
Yeah, that was fire, dude. I think E would be very proud of that.
Yeah,
it's banging.
Yeah, I want to hear E's beat too. But yeah, so that's the track. So we got to get this. We got to actually go through with it, put it on TikTok, and we have to hear some open verse challenges. Who has the open verse? Who has 16 bars they could lay on this?
Man, I'm surprised P didn't jump out right there with that one.
Yo, I owe Corey 16, yo. You asked me to do a 16 like a while ago. I never got it to you.
I mean, man, I was again. You guys don't want to know the pain I feel right now. I can't say nothing. Anybody's talking about music, I'm just like,
what's wrong, bro? Is it like your computer's down or something? Like what's good?
I just, it's one of those. I just got to pay the money, and I'm like, I ain't paying them country boys nothing.
Sit on an upgrade.
I ain't giving them country boys nothing for no damn program, bro. You know how many things I want to put that $300 on? I ain't giving them country boys nothing, bro.
What is
maybe
it? Is it Ableton?
Maybe in a week. Yeah, it's Ableton. Maybe in a week I'll feel like finally paying. I got the money. That's not a problem. That's always the way it is. When I don't have the money, I manage to pay for these programs. And when I have it and have other things going on, I can't justify paying $300 in this program right now, bro. I barely use it. I don't have time to even look at it right now. I'm like nope.
That's what is that? That's just a license that's for that specific version, because I don't mess with Ableton.
Yeah. I guess that's their
Come to Logic.
Did you buy Logic for life or something? Cheeky.
You buy it once and then you get unlimited upgrades.
Wow. See, yeah. Ableton, all these guys be on that BS every time they upgrade something. So if I want to stay on Ableton 9, yeah, sure. I'll just load that back up, but that's not what time I'm on anymore. So, and honestly, I'm trying not to get distracted. That's really what's going on.
That's needed also. But the problem with Logic is that you have to buy a freaking like $1,500 laptop to run it. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's the issue. It's like it's great that Logic can actually come included. Like the laptop I got, it came with it, so I didn't have to pay for Logic, right? So I never have to pay for the DAW. But the barrier of entry to get into Apple laptop is like, at least 1,400 to whatever. Nowadays, like you could get something really, really souped up for even more than that, you know, like $2,000
Yeah.
people are dropping, which is
Yeah.
crazy for a laptop. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's just, it's wild. But you know, it came also with oh shit, what is the video production one that everyone uses? That I just don't use at all is
Edit Pro?
Final Cut Pro, which is super powerful. You know, it came on the MacBook.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways,
one of these days we
so
just got to get our placements and our syncs up, and I'll feel a little more comfortable about dropping money on a tool that I'm not fully using. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's the whole thing, is when you're not using it, it's like, you know, it's just more
Yeah.
justification to not have to drop that money.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
And I would rather
So
spend that money marketing at this point. Anything. You know.
speaking of, you got anything in the works, Q?
Yo, I like that breakdown, that week breakdown you did, Q. You drop that every week?
I'm trying to. I'm just trying to have some sort of content, you know, at least a week or, you know, thereabouts, as close to it as possible. I have a few little clips that I was thinking of running this, you know, for
It
this
was
week.
dope. It was dope. I was messing with it.
Yeah, appreciate that. I like to. I'm kind of getting in the groove format wise, I feel. You know what I mean? What was the name of that damn? There's a Adobe AI plugin used for podcasting that cleans up your audio. It works magic. Like, I'm wearing these earbuds now, but if I just literally were to talk into the laptop with no microphone and throw my vocals in there, it's amazing the quality it gives it, bro. What is this? Let me see if I can find it real quick. Screenshot.
Yeah, while
that
you're
there.
looking for that, Arctic is in the chat, and he said, if you had a MacBook, he said it's basically free because people could just airdrop Logic onto other people's computers. So more reason to just get a MacBook. Just do it.
Can they airdrop Ableton? Watch, it's always gonna be a curveball.
Shout out Arctic, yo.
Where?
Yeah, Arctic is working, man. He is dropping new music after new music. Arctic, anything that you want us to look at while we're online here, shout out. Let's see.
And while you do that, hold on. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all.
Yeah.
And then I lost it. Well, this isn't what I wanted to show y'all, but close enough. Here we go. That is the latest little AI tool I used on that podcast breakdown. So everybody out there, you might want to check that out. Enhance your voice recording.
It'll strip all of the noise, right? So it just
yeah, and boost your vocals as well, give you a little more, you know.
So you know what's crazy about that is you can probably, speaking of side hustles, you could probably, like on Elance or any of those websites, people pay for that service alone. They'll send you audio every week. They'll say, please clean up the audio for my podcast, send the final file back to me. Yo, if this tool exists, you could probably just start an Elance account and be like, you know, whatever, audio engineer, I'll clean up your vocals for your podcast.
I mean,
yeah, audio,
little quick ones you can do in and out. I'm telling you, what you just said is bugging me out, because there's another video I was watching, like some independent rapper, like he switched up the game. He's doing like custom, you know, little songs, raps or whatever for whatever projects, making a killing, you know.
Yeah, man. What did I use? I hooked up with that one artist from Kenya, Bogo Music. Shout out Bogo Music. And he yeah, I met him on, it wasn't Elance, it was one of those, you know, those websites. And there's tons of artists on there. There's tons. Like, you could sit there and just write verses all day long and people would pay you like $50 a pop for a verse, which is crazy. But Arctic has a track called Reflection. Let's go see his oh, here it is. Boom. Let's go shout out Arctic really quick. I'm gonna share my screen. And he was on the chat last time. And I think I missed half of it because we started talking. There it is. Let's go. Let's go, Arctic. Can we hear it? That's like a day in the life of Arctic right there. Yep.
Oh snap!
I'll give you the. I'll add some commentary here. Yep, gonna start the old keyboard up. Well, another day. Turn on
In the
lights.
lab.
In the lab with the Logic Gang. What are these speakers? Oh, there's the button. Oh man, he has a real setup over here. Holy crap!
I
He got a
know.
lot of stuff.
I'm seeing that. I'm like, man, this is why.
What is that pad up there? That's crazy. The little piano on top of his piano with like the huge keys. That looks crazy. Arctic. He's laughing. Let me go see if we could find the track though. Too many skits here. You got your skits in the way. All right, well, we have to go find it. I think it's on a SoundCloud too. Arctic's Igloo. Oh, this is like a new logo too. That's dope.
See, I know what's up. I know why. It's almost spring break, so Arctic has a little time to put his producer hat back on, huh? Is that what's going on?
Right. That's
what's
right.
going on? So we got all these new beats coming.
Here we go. We could listen to it on everything. You know what's crazy is like every independent artist that we've been rocking their music on, it gets us a copyright claim.
Wow. What's all this?
Because we have to learn how to what is it, white label or whatever you call that, all of our songs.
Yeah.
And stick
Like
to the ones that we want to promote. White listing, yeah.
List them out. Yeah. Here we go. This is woo! Here we go. This will be our latest copyright claim. That might be my audio issue. Yo, that is super dope. That's like
It's giving me Escape from New York Part 5 vibes. Old school New York, you know.
What was that movie with like
Hard Body?
All synth soundtrack, Drive or something like that? That like dark synth soundtrack.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Super dope.
Drive. That's Hard Body.
All right, so check out Arctic. Check him out on YouTube, by the way. I don't know if I'm subscribed, but now we are. There you go. Get your subs up. All right. So we got I talked to E earlier today. He said we should try to look at more TikTok artists and see if we could just remix something that we see on TikTok, where it's either an acapella from an independent artist or a song idea or a verse without any beat behind it, and basically just try to remix something that we see on TikTok. So that was what he suggested as a new challenge. I will say that I have baby number 2 coming right around the corner. So
by the next episode, 3 beats, it's gonna be 4 beats.
It's gonna
5
be
beats, 6 beats, 7 beats.
It's gonna be
on the
tons of
8th.
beats.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be probably not around is what I'm trying to get at. So I can't even suggest
you have an
challenge.
obligation to the pod. It doesn't matter.
What I'm saying is you guys got to choose. What do you want the challenge to be? I challenge Q to get Logic.
Oh Lord. Now there's a challenge for you. We'll see if I can make something like that happen.
P, what have you been into musically recently in terms of production wise?
I like this little swing that DJ Premier is taking. He's making like more, like, it seems like he's sampling live instruments. And I know he did this with Royce the 5'9". They had a project called Prime. They had two projects, and there's this musician named Adrian Young. Are you familiar with him? He's like a composer. He's just like, he plays a bunch of instruments. He's a composer essentially, but he makes like 70s sounding, like chat soundtracks.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
He's really, really dope, super dope. He linked up with DJ Premier, and basically the music that he makes, he just lets Primo sample it. And Primo was making all the Prime joints, which is the two albums he did with Royce the 5'9" were all Adrian Young samples.
Really?
But, yes.
Same thing with that Jay-Z record. It's a Jay-Z record that's all Adrian Young samples.
Yeah. Okay, that's what's up. But recently, Premier has been branching out. So I first started when I heard the record off of the Ep128 album, Gotta Rap, which is might be my favorite rap song of last year. That song, Gotta Rap, if you listen to the Premier beat, there's all these horns and there's pianos and there's strings. And I'm like, this is not a regular Premier sample. This is something different. And then he's got another record there's a Latin artist. It's all in Spanish. I never heard Premier do this before. That he just did. That's also really dope. It's got like a piano solo in the middle. And there's one more Premier record I just recently heard too. It's on the tip of my tongue. Can't remember. But anyway, DJ Premier has been sampling. It's like he elevated his style almost. And he's doing some different stuff recently. And I'm really into what Primo's been putting down.
I gotta check that out. My drummer is like in love with Adrian Young. So I did not know.
Okay.
I need to go check that out.
Yeah, there's two albums. The Primo and Royce the 5'9", two albums they dropped, and they're all Adrian Young samples. But even that stuff isn't even as dope as the newer stuff I've been hearing Primo put down. So I don't know if it sounds like it could still be Adrian Young because it's like live instrument stuff. So he might still be using him as a sample source for these new stuff. What else have I heard production wise? Oh, I finally heard. Are you guys familiar with Rory and Mal from the? They used to be with
saw that. I just saw that.
So Joe Budden. So there's the Joe Budden's podcast. There's his two co-hosts, Rory and Mal. They left the Joe Budden podcast and they started their own podcast. The one dude, Rory, the white dude, just started dropping music, and I didn't even know was he always a musician, or was that like?
If he was and they mentioned it, it just got overshadowed.
Because I'm like, am I late to the party? Because I never knew he was. Were we supposed to know he was a musician, or he just surprised us with it? He just dropped like 4 songs, and they're all pretty fire. And one of them has like Jay Electronica on it. It's incredible. Some like kind of indie soul kind of like vibe to it. Just not what I would expect from him, or like, and I was actually pretty impressed. I thought the songs were actually pretty tight. So that surprised me.
I didn't realize there was more than one.
He has like 4 joints. But the joint with Jay Electronica, he has video for it too. That joint is, I think it's a legitimate bop. Like, and I'm just like, wow, okay, that's that's surprising. I didn't expect that. What else have I heard listening? I'm on Twitch all day listening to DJ.
I got one for you. I'm gonna throw a curveball at you, P. I'm gonna throw a curveball at you. I just popped up on Twitter, and you popped up. Yeah, me and you in the same boat. We might have to watch that Cocaine Bear.
Oh,
we might.
I got coke. I'm like, people say they have fun with it, so I might have to watch Cocaine Bear. We'll see. There's a lot of good movies out right. A lot of good movies out right now in the theaters.
I have to cut in really quick and say, speaking of DJ Premier, everybody is watching his So What's Up series on YouTube. Have you seen any of that?
I've seen
no, I watch. Where is that the ones where he explains like an old sample that he has?
Yes.
Yeah.
Crazy. It is.
No, that's a dope series. The stories are crazy. The story he's told a story about.
Go ahead.
I was about to say the one he talked about doing Biggie's which Biggie joint was it? Was it burn. This goes out to you.
I put a spell on you.
Yeah, kicking the door. Yes, when he talked, the story for that one was really dope too. Because I think he was like Biggie wasn't supposed to rap on it or something like that. Like he like had it on in the studio and it was meant for another artist and Biggie rapped on it anyway. And when he came back, he heard the bars and he's like, "Damn it, it's yours now." Like it was like like Biggie basically stole the record or something. De La. I've been listening to a lot of De La Soul, but we talked about that already. And I've been listening to a lot of Afro beats, the electronic Afro beat, not the regular Afro beat, but the other type of Afro beats. Listen to a lot of that. Lots of jazz. Everybody's been playing lots of jazz on Twitch lately, so I've been listening to a lot of jazz. Yeah. What else am I listening to? Listen to everything. I've been listening to classical music, jazz. I try not to watch TV that much anymore because of the baby, and I don't want the TV to be on all the time, and the baby's just staring at the TV screen. So now we just listen to music. Basically, just have music playing like all day, from like morning till like. We don't put the TV on until like 8 p.m. and we'll watch like one or two quick little shows, and that's it. So it's music pretty much all day at the house now. So I go through like 6 genres in one day. Like this is the salsa hour, and then this is the electronic house hour. I'll do house. So I do jazz and classical music in the morning. I do house and like Afro beats during the day, and like classic RnB. So late nights it's like weird shit. It's like the Doors or whatever. I'll be listening to like psychedelic rock and shit. When I'm driving, it's hip hop. And then when I'm working out, it's metal. I listen to metal and shit when I'm working out. So that's pretty much my life playlist right there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, just wait till that kid gets a little bit older and you're like, oh my God, we need to put something on the TV for this kid.
So how is it with that with James? Because my now we're gonna talk parenting, right? We're gonna lose our whole audience. Because my sister-in-law, she don't do no screens, and her kids are just like, all they do is like write and read like this. Like I'm like, how did you do this?
I feel like Jameson's 2.5, so it's like we try to minimize it as much as possible, but there are days that you just, for sanity's sake, you gotta like just put them in front of something. You know what I mean? So it's just you gotta make sure that whatever that is like somewhat educational instead of like just a bunch of baloney. So
I mean, we all watched TV as a kid too, so it's not like a big deal. Exactly. I just feel like I think it's just a constant tablet thing. For children is what I'm worried about. It's like, but
what's crazy is we put them in front of like educational iPad games, and man, it's crazy. It's like he's sitting there tracing letters. You know what I mean? Like I think it really the one game like really helped him like identify numbers and letters and stuff like that. So you just got to find the right shit. You know what I mean? And then obviously not keep him in front of that as much as possible. So
that's true.
Yeah, every day is like it's like okay, how far can we go without putting Thomas the Tank Engine on?
How many hours can we get away?
Yeah, exactly. How long can we push this? But yeah,
it's so crazy. He's 2.5. Goober's 1. Wow. By the way, you officially. I always tell everyone that my kid's nickname came from you, Goober. Like he's officially called Goober, and that's from you. That's from Cheeky.
Really?
You called him a pile of goo at like month 3 or something like that. You're like, oh yeah, he's just You just apply the glue, and he had stuck. So he's now Goober.
Oh man, that's an honor right there. All right, well, I don't know what else we got to talk about, but I think we did it, y'all. We had One Beat. This was the latest episode of One Beat Later.
Right? You're gonna have to rebrand.
Exactly. If you are feeling this TikTok challenge again and taking it further, what we're gonna try to do is take the beats we made. Even E says he has beats too. So once all those beats are actually finished for this week, we're gonna post them on TikTok. We're gonna try to challenge some people to do some open verses on that. And then E suggests for this next challenge that we go onto TikTok and try to find some independent artists who have song ideas, but they're not fleshed out. So they might have a chorus, they're singing. Let's go take those choruses, put them into our DAW and build back around them. We kind of did this a while ago, but I think one of the things that we want to do is like introduce more artists and independent artists to our stream, especially people who are looking to work with producers, since there's so many producers that are on our crew right now. So I think that's what it's going to be, unless we switch it up midweek or whatever. And yeah, so if I don't see you guys in a couple of weeks, I will be back. I will be tired.
Right.
Wait, what's the new baby's name again?
We don't know yet. It's work. We still got like 3 days to figure it out. So
Yeah. they got to spin the wheel. Dummy spins.
I know, right?
That would be hilarious.
What's the final name? What's the final ones in?
Those are
private.
Cannot be.
Okay,
Cannot
right. Not until the child that shall not be named.
It's Bartholomew or Thaddeus.
Francis. All right, y'all. Have a good week.
Yeah.
We'll see you around.
Peace. Stay strong.
Peace. Y'all be good.